we should need to change the perception of women in our culture. I think it's very embedded.
There's a lot of other human rights violations happening in Somalia.
Yeah, and true. That's because I don't see shit coming to change for the next 20 years, something like that. So.
How do we change this? It keeps going. We're out here trying to change bills. We're trying to pass bills here. We're trying to set guidelines for prosecutors, investigators, police officers on how to even handle a rape case. Like, we're starting from the bottom, guys, right? So I'll start with you, Ardo. What? I got your name right. One by one, I'm gonna get this. My apologies, I'm really bad with names, but no, we'll start off this room. We'll end it up with how do we change this? What are we doing? And let me know.
I think first things first, we have to change our mindset. You can't change anything without changing the way you think about it. Definitely the whole thing of like women having to be submissive. It's not so prevalent here in the Western world, you know, but it still goes on. It still goes on also in a different kind of way where it's like, if I want to go out and be an engineer, like my mother might say, hey, you know, that might not be for you. Well, I'll like, you know, like there's different ways. Like, so I feel like if we just change our mindset and just say, hey, Gabadedi is equal to my wheel. Like they are allowed to go whichever route they feel. They're allowed to be as successful as they want to be. You know, let them do them. You know, so I feel like it's just mindset. It's definitely number one.
Yeah.
And once we change that, like who knows? Like you know, we can, inshallah, like be independent. You know,
100%.
like
my friend.
I think we should need to change the perception of women in our culture. I think it's very embedded. I'm not saying it's in every household. It's not in mine for sure.
Yeah.
But just the way we look at women needs to change. Like when you said the whole, he's marrying me, I'm not marrying him. It just goes back to the fact that you're an object. I feel like that's the way they were looked at. It's not really said all the time. Yeah, it's not said really out there like you're an object, but little things like that just make you feel like, I'm human too, you know? So I feel like that needs to change. I think that's something that we can start with, and then we can go on to all of our bigger issues, but we need a foundation. I think that's
I think just adopting basic human rights. I think there's more than just, you know, what you guys are doing. That's great, mashallah. There's a lot of other human rights violations happening in Somalia. So let's start from the bottom. Let's create some solid scripture of law or something in Somalia, because everything when they choose to, they go by Sharia law. When they choose to, they use democracy. Another time, it's all over the place. They do a foundation to start with, then adopt basic human rights that's happening all over the world, and then let's move on to small little things like, you know, what's the consequences for this, you know, more details. But we can't start with details without having foundation. That's what's lacking in Somalia right now.
We got jilbabs, and then we have jat.
It doesn't make
it's happening in the same room. What's going on here?
When I was in Somalia, I saw this lady wearing a niqab, and it was up, and there was men. So I'm like, what's the point of you wearing that if it's open and there's guys walking by? Well, she's like, I don't wear it for deen. I wear it because, you know, when I have my chat and I didn't pay the money, I want to hide, so I close it.
gosh.
I swear to God. And I was shocked.
Sneaky.
You know, that's what she was saying. The lines are blurred between deen and culture. It's just right in the middle. It's right in the middle.
Suggle, how do we change this, man?
Honestly, I think the first barrier is
you need to pray. You need to go back.
Yeah, you need to pray for someone.
Do Umrah and pray for our people, girl.
Definitely. Honestly, like, I did. Like, I specifically, like, when I was there, wallahi, I was praying for the people of Somalia to, you know, really mend our hearts with everything that's going on around the world, you know? SubhanAllah. But I think that the first barrier is the ebb thing. Like, that's the biggest hurdle that we need to face, you know? It's not ebb to talk about things. It's not ebb to confront your feelings or other people, going to the police whenever things happen to you. The ebb thing, I think, is what's really, like, that tug that's pulling women back from being able to, you know, be an equal in Somali society. But also going back to, like, the whole bill passing thing, the fact of the matter is, I think often we forget that Somalia is still a developing nation, which means there's not a lot of literacy, there's not a lot of transportation, there's no education for women. So people might not even be able to read this bill. You know, when it's time to vote, people might not be able to go to the polling stations because they don't have a car, they don't have a taxi, they don't have a bus. So there's so many factors that go into, I guess, legislation in Somalia, and the infrastructure does have to come from the ground up, right? But I think that also it's just the ebb thing, and then also like the developing, like to keep in mind that it's still a developing nation, and that there's different like avenues in which people can attain their rights through speaking out, through rallies and protests and things like that. Yeah. But inshallah, Somalia is gonna make it through, and we can all go back there one day.
Inshallah. Euler.
I guess teach the kids, man. Teach the kids with both parents.
How about the older generation?
Fuck them. They're done. Those guys, I'm not even
You've
joking.
given up on them.
Yeah, for sure. Those guys are trash.
Yeah.
So
what advice do you have for the men?
Invest time in the kids.
Yeah.
Seriously and true. That's because I don't see shit coming and change for the next 20 years, something like that. So I say the kids, mold them.
What do you have advice for divorced men?
Get involved still. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're not together, make just a common bond between you and your ex. You don't have to like each other. Just take it on the chin for that kid. You know what I mean? Or those kids. And then, mold them and let them grow into that. Because as far as, like, any change happening in the next little bit, that's just for the birds, man. It's not happening.
Well, we'll wrap up the episode, and I just want to say a few things. My advice and what I want to do is create dialogue. We have to talk about these things. We have to come together, and we have to share our stories and our experiences, because that will shape our future. And I want to give a shout out. I know we did Somali accents to you lovely ladies, but I do want to give it out to Rhoda as well, because she's the one that started that video and shared and said to herself, and I remember she said it in the video, she said, I have to be true to myself. When I die, God's going to ask me, did you tell the truth? And I have to tell the truth, and this is the truth. And she's not even necessarily, most of the time she wasn't even talking about her own like pain. She was just so sad that other women were going through it, and that it was continuing, and that she was being shut. Like sabr literally meant shut the hell up. In other ways, that literally meant sabr means like patience. It means like empathy, patience, mercy. Like sabr literally meant shut up. Take it on the chin and shut up and don't tell anybody. And I'm so proud of her for doing it, because you know what? She's young, and then other videos came out by older women. So the generation gap was happening. She's going through it, and she's got a 3 and a 6 and whatever else kids. She's got young kids, and then there were older women. They're like, I got a 23-year-old. I've been doing this for 25 years. So don't stop, ladies. Keep demanding change, and keep making those videos. Keep talking, and we have to make a change. And the more we talk about it, the more we start a dialogue, it's gonna happen. So thanks so much, guys, for watching Sheeko Sheeko. Thank you guys for all coming. All right, let's all coming. Thank you for everybody for all coming. What's wrong with me? Thank you guys so much for coming. Sagal, you're new. You're gonna come back. You're amazing. And you said inshallah. You said you were nervous. The lies.
You killed it.
The lies. All right. Can I? Columbus, Ohio. Yes, please.
I was just gonna say, if you guys want to sign our petition, please do. It's really important.
There's not a want.
You are
going. Do it. Every person that watches this video should be signing that petition.
You guys have thousands of followers, so if every single person watching this just clicks on the link and signs it, inshallah, we can create change.
100%.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. And to be even like when you look in the mirror to say I was part of that change.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
signed it.
And it's going straight to the parliament, so you could even comment and say your thoughts. So inshallah.
Thank you so much. And Columbus, Ohio, we're gonna be seeing you. All right, you guys came here, so we're gonna come see you guys. I don't know if I gotta wear a jilbab. I've heard a couple of things about Columbus, Ohio.
You're good.
All right,
just hit us up. We got you.
Yeah. All right, just let me know. I don't want to fight anybody, because I'll wear it. You know, with a mask on too. I'll wear it with my niqab. So thank you so much, Khatoon. It was always great to have you. You know how it is. And I hope you are marking all those papers.
Hopefully, I'm going to start tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you guys. That wraps up another episode of Sheeko Sheeko, and we will see you guys more to come in 2017.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah.